Hi, I'm Ms. Wondersmith, and I have devoted my life to creating and sharing wonder. I have some really big news today to share about legacy and future projects, and it's really important to me, so if you watch one video of mine, make it this one. Before we get to the fun stuff, I do have something less fun to tell you. I've recently been diagnosed with a severe chronic condition that has no cure and is often progressive. I've been getting progressively weak and ill throughout my 20s, and the last 3 years have been particularly rough. My healthcare team and I have been trying everything we can, but since my feeding tube isn't working out very well for me, we're running out of options. I want you to know that I'm not giving up, and that I will keep trying whatever I can to stay here. It's just that the end of my life might come a little sooner than I want it to. And since I have little control over my health, I want to have some control over what I leave behind. I've been thinking a lot lately about certain specific things I want to do before I die. Now, suddenly, I'm struggling to see my future stretching out very far. My clock is ticking. And I know that no matter when we go, there will always be unresolved things, unfinished projects. But there are some things that I really want to get out into the world before I have to leave it. And just to reiterate, I haven't resigned myself to this fate. I'm still holding hard onto the hope that we'll find some treatment options that not only keep me alive, but vastly improve my quality of life. My team of doctors are doing the best they can for me, and I trust them to know what I need, so no health recommendations, please. I might still get the chance to be an old lady after all. That's what I want. I think I would make a great old lady. But just in case I don't get there, will you help me? I have really big plans. I really want to bring them to life while I can. You know all those recipes and writings that I've been sharing with you for years now? I really want to put them into a series of seasonal books, a set of 4. I want these books to be heirloom quality, bound in hardcover black with embossing and maybe some gold leaf. I want them to feel like magical spell books, or something that you'd find in the secret back room of an old bookstore. I want these books to be a guide to embracing seasonality and wonder in every passing month and every passing cycle. These books are the essence of me. They're my voice, they're my passions. I'm also excited to weave in some surprises. I have a lot of the content created, but I'm going to need some help getting it from this stage to a finished book series. While I'm working on finishing up the writing, recipes, and photography, I know that I'll need to hire some other team members. That I'll need a copy editor, a botanist or herbalist that can double check the scientific names of all the plants that I feature. I'll need a layout designer and maybe a cover designer, and some of those may be provided by the self-publishing company I use, but I haven't decided which one I want to go with yet. I also might need a little more help down the line, like an advertising specialist or a distribution center. I can't afford to cover these costs on my own, but I really want to work with professionals and I want to pay them what they deserve. To be honest, my medical costs are very high and I'm only scraping by with the help of my family. I really want to get my Patreon to a point where I can afford to pay these other team members monthly and get that much closer to this dream. Then I can use Kickstarter to fundraise for the actual printing costs and offer other special rewards and surprises and pre-orders and all of that good stuff. Please help me get these books out into the world. They're a legacy that I really want to leave behind. My next dream might sound a bit crazier, but I really want to leave some buried treasure in this world. A scattering of clues woven into everything I do and everything I share, a giant treasure hunt. I want all of you to believe in buried treasure because I'm going to make that happen if it is literally the last thing I do. It doesn't matter to me if those treasures are found in my lifetime, soon after, or hundreds or thousands of years into the future. Knowledge that that treasure exists and waiting is enough to fill me with wonder. And I hope it fills you with wonder too. Lastly, I really want to host a few more Wondersmith gatherings. I have to wait until the end of the pandemic to do it safely. Managing them with my health will be a big challenge. But I'm really hoping I can find a way to make them happen. I've been spending a ton of time during this pandemic creating the ceramic pieces that I want to feature at some of these gatherings and planning out the structure of them and the magic of them. I hope that when it's safe to travel, I can get enough medical support to go visit the places and collaborate with the people that I really want to see at least one last time. I'm not looking for volunteers with this since my family already understands my needs better and knows how important this is to me. Managing volunteers would be a little too overwhelming. I'm not asking for your support to help with my medical bills. I'm asking you for the biggest favor of all. Help me accomplish my dreams before I leave this beautiful world, because that might happen sooner than I want it to. Help me with my legacy. And if I do pull through, trust me that this will not be a waste of time or energy or resources. There will always be more wonder to create, and I'm sure I'll be doing it until the day I die. So, how can you help? Support me on Patreon. Just a little bit per month could get me so much closer to being able to achieve these goals. Support me because you believe in me as a person and the dreams I have. Another way you can help is just to share my story. Tell people with influence about who I am and what I'm doing. The more I can get the word out, the better. The more community support I have, the more I can do. Reach out to podcasts, publications, radio shows, whatever. And finally, please don't ask how I'm doing. I'm taking life 1 hour at a time right now, and focusing on the idea of a legacy brings me a lot of comfort. I'd much rather talk about what I'm making and doing and excited about than my health, especially because it fluctuates so intensely. If I look happy, just let me be happy without drawing conclusions about my health. If I look sad, same thing. My outward appearance is rarely a direct reflection of what's going on inside. I'll share what I feel comfortable sharing, but I don't want my life's focus to be on my health. I have so much more to offer. What I want is help achieving my dreams no matter how much time I have left. Will you help me with that? Going forward, I'm going to try to treat each day like I'm dying. Because I might be.